Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Whim Studio. Hey, it's so good to be back. I would really like to keep on this schedule of every couple weeks. We shall see. Anyways, my name is Teresa Koga. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you spending time with me and seeing what I've been up to. So I am a cross-stitch designer and artist, and I also design punch needle and hooked rugs and a little bit of wool applique, which I really want to get into. 2026 I think is going to be the year, since I don't have as much traveling going on. So anyways, welcome. Thanks for being here. I just want to, I usually start off with what I've just been up to. After my last video, Kevin and I went camping with friends. We had an absolute blast. It was in Bay City, Michigan. It was like an hour away. I like those camping trips where they're close to home. It doesn't take long to get there. It was wonderful. Yeah, so we left Thursday afternoon. We couldn't even check in until 3 o'clock. So we were the first ones there out of the 3 campers. And it was someone's special birthday, and we just had a really good time. So yeah, we did that last weekend. This weekend is Labor Day weekend. That's right, today is the 30th, I think. September 30th, Saturday. And this is Flosstube episode 205. Wow, that's a lot of videos. That's actually not all of the videos. Those are my Flosstube videos, like all of my special Flosstubes, which are like my new release videos, or if I do a tutorial or something like that, or I show my new fabric designs. Those are considered like extras. And so yeah, I think I'm up to, I don't even know how many of those. So yeah, we have a lot of videos out there. Who's we? It's just me. I have a lot of videos out there. Well, my battery is flashing red, so it's about to die. So I'm going to take a break and fix that right now. It is only 9:15 this morning, so the sun is coming in. So if I look like I'm glowing like an angel, I'm really not. Yeah, I'm never down here recording this early, but I have 4 videos to record because there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. And then I'm working the rest of the day on my Jingle Ball class project. We had a Jingle Ball meeting yesterday, and it's so fun when we do those Zooms because it's just good to see everyone's face and get, you know, just kind of get caught up with each other, but also address any concerns, questions, blah, blah, blah. But they were showing, some of the girls were showing like their ornament is all FFO'd and done. Mine just got stitched. It's not even back yet, but I'm meeting my stitcher at Quilter Station. She's giving it to me, so when I get home I'll FFO it. But it's like September 15th is like a big deadline for the Jingle Ball. We have to have our class project ready, which, like I said, I haven't even made my prototype yet. And we have to have our ornament done. So that's only 2 weeks away, and I'm going to Kansas City for about 5 days. So, or I'll be gone 5 days. It's 2 days travel there and 2 days travel back because it's over 12 hours, and I can't do that in one day. Last time I went to Quilter Station, I drove in one day, and I got there and I was so stressed out because I had to get my trunk show set up, and it was hot and I was sweaty. I was just like, it was miserable. So I'm like, no, I'm gonna drive 7 hours the first day, 5 hours the next day, nice and easy. I'm too old to be stressing out. Like, it's not good for my health. So anyway, I'm under the gun with Jingle Ball again, but that's okay. That's okay. It means I have a full and busy life. So anyway, I have a lot of fun stuff to show you. First, I want to just talk about some things that are going on. So I don't know if you remember, but I came out with a punch needle book to celebrate my 15 years of needlework. Now, I had it at the time that came out. What year was that? I'm not even sure what year that was. It was the first time I ever did books, okay? And I did them with the ring binder, and it wasn't good because I didn't have any of them actually punched. So there's no pictures of the fully finished pieces except for the one on the cover. Since then, like if you go to my oh, I don't even think it's listed anymore. Anyway, we sold out of the book. Let's put it that way. We sold out of the book. It's been retired, I guess you call it, for over a year, maybe a couple years now. It didn't sell well enough for me to republish the book. Well, one of my shops, a couple of shops have reached out, one more recent, said, so they did advertisements for that book in the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine. So they still get people calling them wanting that book because they want to punch something out of that book. And they have to tell them, well, she retired that book. You can't get that pattern. So, because, you know, the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher magazine, you can buy back copies. And so that's what's happening. People are seeing these older advertisements and they want to do this punch needle, blah, blah, blah. It's not available. So I am going to be releasing all of the punch needle designs that were in that book as individual patterns. I can't remember how many there were. I have the book. See, I don't even have one of the books, guys. I didn't even save myself one of the books. But here's the cover. So I have, my publisher has it, like I could reorder it as a book, but I'm not going to. Because it's too expensive and we would be sitting on them for years because it just, there's not enough people doing punch needle that bought that book. So anyway, there's, I forget how many designs, 15 punch needle designs in here. I have punched 3 out of the 15. So what I'm gonna do is, I know there's people that have punched these, and so what I'm gonna do is reach out to them to ask if I can use their FFO for the cover photo. So they could be coming out pretty quickly. I shouldn't say pretty quickly because it won't be till probably late September or even October. But I'll slowly be releasing all of the punch needle designs in here. So if you've been one of those people that have been wanting to do punch needle from this book and it's retired, good news. They're coming out individually because you're not going to want probably every one that's in there anyways. And this way you can pick and choose which one you want. Okay? So I thought that was a really good solution for that situation. My last video, I talked about Solder Village. I took a bunch of pictures of rugs when I was at Solder, and I was supposed to add them to the end of that video, and I completely forgot. So at the end of this video, I am going to share rugs from Solder Village. Just real brief, Solder Village is a rug hooking show that takes place in Archbold, Ohio at Solder Village every year in August. They have a huge exhibit. There's prizes and blue ribbons that are given away, and they have vendors that sell wool and other things that go along with rug hooking, and then they also have classes and retreats. It's like almost a week long. I think it starts Wednesday night. I think it starts Wednesday night. Like that's when people that are teaching and stuff, they have like a preview night. So anyway, it's really fun. If you're into rug hooking, stay to the end and make sure you watch that slideshow because it's going to be fabulous. Okay, I have something super exciting to announce, and then I'll get into my whips, and then I'll get into your whips that you sent into me. So Chantelle and I have been working together and collaborating on a project that is just for her Patreon and my Patreon people. So us that have Patreons, we want to offer our members exclusive things, right? That's the appeal to join someone's Patreon. So Chantelle has an amazing Patreon where she shows all of her techniques, finishing techniques, painting on her boards, and and also how to apply them to the boards and all kinds of really cool things. She's very creative and her Patreon's amazing. So her and I wanted to work on something together that would be exclusive for her Patreon and mine. So it is going to be a full kit. What is going to be in the kit? Hold on one second. You may or may not know my fabric line called Ghoul Friends. It was released, I don't know if that's the word that they use in the quilting industry, but it started shipping to shops in, oh gosh, I don't even know, June maybe, was it June, and then July was when the Christmas one shipped. Anyways, it's in stores now. It's called Ghoul Friends. And Denise has making her amazing project bags with it. So I know she's talked about it on her channel. And I showed a few episodes back a quilt that was gifted to me actually by Stacy Waters, a friend of mine. She's actually working on a Christmas quilt for me. This time though, I told her, I am paying you for it. You're not gifting this to me. She refused payment the first time because she's so sweet. Anyways, so it's actually a collaboration between Denise, Dot Goose Designs, and myself, and Chantelle. So Dot is making a special project bag. So she has project bags like this in her shop, in her Etsy shop, which I'll have listed below. I pretty much have her listed, I think, just in every one of my videos, because she's a good friend of mine and she's super, super sweet. So this is the one that she sells in her shop. So she wanted to make something that was different and more exclusive. So this one has the boots on the back and so cute. And you can get different color zippers. Very cool. She gifted that to me because she's amazing. Then for this project though, she made them black with using the black fabric. And this fabric is one of my favorites in the line because it has all the quirky little characters. Look at that. Look at the radish guy. Is it the radish guy or turnip? I think he's a turnip. I don't know. I don't know my veggies evidently. He's gorgeous. That is such a dad joke. And then this guy. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. This guy with the little radishes. Yeah, these are little radishes. Riding a corn cob, Indian corn, you know, little gourd guy here. Anyway, this is truly one of my favorite fabrics in the line. And then she has the whimsy witches, super cute witches in this part, the pocket part. I don't know what you call that. But I love this gray zipper. So she has different zipper colors too. Now you're not going to get to pick your zipper color. I think she's doing orange, green, and gray zippers, and you'll just kind of get what you get in your kit. So you'll be getting a kit that will have the fabric, the floss, the chart, and the finishing piece. Okay, that's the kit. Wait until, and there might be other little things that Chantelle throws in, I don't know. But watch Chantelle's Flosstube because she will be announcing this as well. And she is the one that is collaborating the whole thing, so she has, you know, more of the details than I do. Anyways, let's get on with it. So I have to say that this piece is, I think, one of her coolest finishing pieces she has ever done. You guys, this is a must-have. Look at it. So we wanted to take one of the characters from the fabric line and chart it. So this is called, the chart is called Corny because it's kind of corny, right? And he's riding a corn cob. I love the wheels. See the eyeballs in the center of the wheel? Each wheel. Those are supposed to look like eyeballs. And then his little turnip friends. And what I kind of like is that the stars and the moon, they're kind of ghosty. Like, you look at this and you mostly see, you know, the characters in the corn cob. And then you get closer and you see the stars and the moon. And it's just so fun. So Chantelle, she stitched this, FFO'd everything. She came up with this finishing piece. I mean, to die for. And then she used, oh, you get this fabric too. I hope. I'm pretty sure she said that you're going to get this fabric as well. She's not including the rickrack. I think that's what it was. So she put rickrack on this side and this side. That, oh, that looks like, I don't know. I want to say that that is Mingo by Lady Dot Creates, but for exact details, you're going to have to get that from Chantelle. So anyway, little corny guy. I love him so much. This Stitch count is 89 by 77. He's pretty small. It was stitched on 36 count coffee stain by Cedar River linens. So the finished size is like 5 by 4¼ Yeah. So I sent that to Chantelle back in June. So this has been a long time coming. But look at her paint job. That little star will be included in the kit. There we go. Is he not precious? So watch for details in her, if you're in her Patreon or you're in my Patreon. Look at the little wheels, you guys. Got little wheels, and then it's a little pull toy basically. Isn't it adorable? So you got this little jute with the ball. I mean, it's just the cutest thing. It's just the cutest thing ever. So thank you, Chantelle, for this amazing collaboration. I'm always excited to work with Chantelle. She's just so creative. Her finishing, I told her, I said, hey, can I hire you to finish my kitchen cupboards to look like that? That finish is amazing. There's a little crackle in there. And she has, so in her Patreon, she has how to finish this crackle, how to get this look. So yeah, super, super fun. Like I said, I couldn't be more pleased with how this came out. I think it is corny, whimsical, fun. It's just, fabulous. So thanks, Chantelle, and thank you, Dot also for making a bunch of these bags. So this is the deal. She's only going to have so many, and when the kits sell out, they sell out. Final. Done. Okay? Yeah, I don't know the final count on the quantity. I kind of have a number in my head that we talked about, but she hadn't got the linen in yet, so there's just some things that are being worked out. So anyways, I hope you like that, and if you are a member of my Patreon or hers, look for that to come here shortly. So what's going to happen is basically Chantelle will be giving me a link that I will put in my Patreon that you can then go buy the kit. Okay, so that's how that's going to work. All right, let's get on with whips. I only have 2 whips because, like I said, I've been doing, oh no, I didn't say. I said that in another video. I did a video for Patreon, so I said that in there. But I've been doing a lot of bookkeeping things for the business. It is my least favorite thing to do in this business. That's why I put it off until the end, and then I'm like a crazy woman trying to get it done. I shouldn't do that to myself, and I shouldn't do it to my tax person either, my bookkeeper. But anyway, it's part of the business. You have to do it, right? So I've been working on a lot of that kind of admin stuff, I guess you'd say. And it's so, but anyway. And I really I'm basically working exclusive on my hometown sale for Patreon until I get caught up with everyone. They are, okay, I obviously just got to a point where I had to quit. Oh, that's right. Y'all, we're having construction done, not construction, but we're having new siding and windows put on our house. And that started this week too. So it's like last year with all this chaos around my house. Anyway, it's happening again, but it's all good stuff. Okay, so here you go. This is a Patreon only design just for now. So if this is something you're interested in, I'm going to be releasing this at market in 2026. So March of 2026, this will be available. This has been a 2-year sale. I cannot believe it's in December, it will be 2 years. And I remember when I came out with this and said it was going to be a 2-year sale, I think a lot of jaws dropped. Like, what? A 2-year sale? That's ridiculous. But here we are. We have, so they have all the way over to here. And then there's only 4 more pieces down here. So, and the last 4 pieces are small because it's not a full page because it's just a little bit down here. So the last 4 months are gonna go zippity-doo-dah. So anyways, this is my progress. Since the last time you saw it, I think I had that and that done. The last time you saw it, I finished the tree, yeah, in the ice cream shop. So this time I did all these trees. I'm so tired of these trees, but I think they're done. I don't know. I think I'm done with the trees. And then this, which is the post office, and then there's a date, I think, on this one. The date of the building. Anyway, so it's the post office. And then this is the stitching shop, and then this is the candle shop. So I only have, so I left all that fill in because I'm leaving for a retreat, and I want to have something where I don't have to count. So, oh my gosh, before I go to the retreat, I'm hoping to have this house outlined as well so that I can work on those two. Anyway, I think by the time I release the next page, which will be page 21, which will be down here, that comes out September 15th. So I have to get all this stitched hopefully before September 15th. I want to get caught up. So that was pretty good progress for me. I know it's not much for a lot of you, but I don't have as much time to stitch as most people. The other thing I worked on, just very briefly, I only worked on this I think one time this week, but I finished out his face. And I think his face is super cute. The reason I'm doing this brighter yellow on this side of his face, see the side of his face, how it's a brighter yellow? I'm doing that because I want it to look like the light is coming in on him that way. Him, her, I don't know. Babs is the name, so I guess it's a her. So there'll be a lot of that yellow here on her back and around on her tail and on this side of her little leg coming down. So I want it to kind of look like the sun's coming in at an angle that way. That is why I put yellow there. But her little sweet face, I think she's so cute. Oh, she's cute. So, gosh, you know, it doesn't take long because those are such wide strips. You know, if I can spend an hour or two a week even, there's a lot of progress that can happen. So that's really exciting. Since I didn't have a lot to show you, I want to talk about, once I'm caught up with the hometown sale, I do have my class project that I'm going to stitch, but it's small, so I'm not too worried about that. I want to have that charted so I also can take it on my trip. I don't know how much stitching I'm going to get done because, so the Quilter Station Retreat is my friend, Teresa Vanette. I love her. She's one of my favorite people in this industry. And then Beth Twist, Get Out. I love her, and we've become, you know, after doing that retreat last year in for Acorns and Threads, the Pacific Northwest Stitch Summit, when her and I did that last fall, last year we got to know each other better, and I adore her. And then Stacy Nash. Oh my gosh, what a lineup, right? I'm so excited. So, and Stacy, I can't wait to get to know her better. I have met her. I was at a retreat last summer, last July. We were at, in Tulsa, Silver Needle, and she was one of the guest designers. And so I talked to her a little bit then, but I really haven't had a chance to get to know her. But we are going to do some Jingle Ball, be up to some Jingle Ball antics while we are all together to make something fun for the Jingle Ball, some video. So anyway, I'm excited. So I don't know how much stitching I'm going to do because I'm going to be with my friends, and also I just love meeting everyone that comes to the retreat. So I will be visiting, but I'm thinking, like, I'm driving 7 hours. I'm going to have some time in my hotel room by myself before I get up and leave the next morning to make the rest of the trip. So I'll probably get in a good 4 or 5 hours of stitching on the way there and on the way back. So that's exciting. So I want to show you what I want to work on when I'm caught up with my deadlines and things. Now, this is actually a crying shame that I don't have this finished. It's like, come on, Teresa, get it together. I'll tell you why I don't have it done as soon as I can show it to you. This This has since been released. This is in, gal, I even have a needle on this one. That's a Pat Carson needle. Oh my gosh. My last Pat Carson needle. This has been in the bag for way too long and the wrinkles are terrible, so I apologize for that. Gal, do I have any information on, let's see, when I started this, what is it stitched on? Look at this super cool bag that I got. This is Barbara John's Stitching with Grammy. I bought that from her. I love that Halloween fabric. And then I forget who made these. I bought these when Barbara John's had her retreat out in Port Huron. I got these from one of the vendors. I think the vendor's mother makes these, and I would wish I knew how to make these because they are super cool. Love those. Oh yeah, I was looking to see if I had any information in here. Please, Teresa, please. It's been a long time, so I don't know. This is what it looked like on a gray fabric. So this was Patreon, October 2022. And I have released it in the Hello Autumn book that came out a couple years ago. Well, I don't have what I'm stitching it on. Jeepers. Sorry, guys. I just saw some writing. Hold on. Right there. Ooh, is that it? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I never saw that. ... Denise, hugs. Oh my gosh. I love you, Denise. She wrote, I don't know, I must have left my table and she wrote that on my pattern. She's such a doll. Oh, shoot. So I don't know what this fabric is. I'm sorry, guys. I have it written somewhere because I used to keep a little planner and write my stuff like when I started, and I can't do that. I need to write it right on my pattern that stays in my project bag. Anyways, here's the story. Look, all I have to do is fill this house in. Oh, I think I was tearing this leaf out because it was too close to the house, but because I can see I've got a little, and I think I just have to fix that leaf, and then I'm going to fill in the house. Now, what happened was, I don't know if you can see, but yeah, okay, so see this first row is darker than that second row. And I switched that color out, and I don't know what color it is. So I have all this. Is this the lighter color? I don't know. I have two different colors in that house, and I was going to tear it out and then just tear it all out and just pick a color and go with it. And then I thought, no, because it's more folk arty anyways if you have different colors, different shades of cream in there. So I'm just gonna go for it the way it is. I think this piece is so cute. In the book, someone had finished it into a pillow, and it's really, really cute as a pillow. Like it's a obviously bigger pillow that you would like set on on your couch or something, but it's super cute. That little guy. I love that little guy. So yeah, I gotta get that finished. I'm in the fall, Halloween, and Christmas stitching mood, so I'm definitely taking that with me too, because I think I could just finish this sucker up while I am gone. Look at all these plans I'm making for while I'm going to a retreat. Oh, okay. We can dream, right? Oh my goodness. I still have not made any progress. This has been sitting in this project bag forever. Whose project bag is this? This is from creationsbymaryrose.com. Super cute. So this is fabric. I'm pretty sure she gifted this to me. This is fabric that she found in her archives. This is old quilting fabric that I did so many years ago. This was back when I designed like 25 years ago for a different company. Anyways, so this is housing my adorable, which I love this green coat Santa. I'm stitching my green coat Santa on a 46 count something or other. Oh, right here. 46 count Saltbush by Fox and Rabbit. Yes. He's adorable. And that's all I have done, and it's been sitting in that project bag forever. So now that I'm doing all these Santas that are just like pillows, I'm just gonna make him into a pillow. I'm not stitching the border. I'm not stitching December 25th, the reindeer, joy, none of it. I'm just gonna stitch him. I might put that little house in there. I probably won't actually. And I'm just gonna have someone finish him into a pillow for me. He's cute all stitched like that. As you guys know, the cover photo for Hello Santa book that was Denise's, which I actually have right here. I can't forget to bring this when I go to Primitive Gatherings in November. I told her I'd send it back to her, but she said, no, just keep it. Look how cute it is, all done, like fully done. So gosh, now that I see that, I don't know what she stitched it on, because oh, maybe it's right here. Oh, she did. Look at her, she's so smart. It is natural brown linen, 32 count. So that's a 32 count. Mine is a 46 count. Let me fold it so you can see the difference. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Mine looks more like a little elf now. Look how tiny. So that's 32 count and 46 count. Ah! I really want to get him done. Well, the chances of him getting done now is much better than since I'm not going to do the border and everything. I am not taking that on my trip because I have plenty of things to stitch on my trip, but I'm going to get back to him. Here's another Santa that I want to get back to. Oh, I wanted this to be done so I could release it this year, but obviously that is not happening. This is 40 count salt bush by Fox and Rabbit. Do I like that fabric? I do, obviously. Now, this is 40 count, so he is much bigger. He is a lot bigger. He's gonna fill this whole piece up. But look at that face. What's the matter, boo-boo? Why are you whining, honey? What? Oh my gosh, my dog is so cute. But how cute is that? So yeah, let me show you the picture. There's a lot more to do. So this is Santa with Ann and Ted. And like I said, I was hoping to have him done and released this year, but you know, I don't have a lot of time to stitch, so I have a long ways to go. I have a really long ways to go. But I love him, so I want to get working on him again. Oh, that was Patreon, July 2024. So if you're in my Patreon and you want to get stitching on him, have at it. I have one more thing in here. And then, I gotta take this out. In my super cool Bella Rose Needle Arts, Jeanette, this is what she made for me. Handmade. Oh, God. She's made the everyday one with Stitchy Birds. And then she made me a Halloween one. And she made me a Christmas one. The woman is so generous. And talented. My gosh, look at that bag. The other one I want to work on is Hope and Love. That was Lincoln's fundraiser. I'll show you what it looks like. Here's Hope and Love. The fundraiser is still going on. Basically, as long as this continues to sell, I will be sending the money to them. All $10 goes to them. I don't take out my Etsy fees. That's kind of my contribution to Lincoln, is that I, don't take any fees out of the $10. So all $10 goes to them. If you buy it from me, there's someone out there that is selling this as a, I don't know if they're selling a PDF or they're selling it as a kit, but it's illegal because I'm the only one that has this file. So what they did is they purchased it, and then they're making copies and selling it. That's why you have to buy from legit stores. Don't buy from any advertisements, especially if it doesn't give credit to the designer. That's a red flag. But also, if it's a company you've never heard of and it's just an online shop and they don't, have a Facebook group and they don't have, they're not legit. So don't buy from them. Anyway, sorry, I gotta keep saying it because not everyone watches, every Flosstube, so this might be the first time you're hearing this. So I just want you to know to buy from legit shops so that you're not buying illegal things. So anyway, this is my progress. That's what I got done. I got a long ways to go on that. It's a fun stitch. What am I stitching it on? I can hear you asking me. I'm stitching it on 40 count chamois by Chamois. Chamois. I don't know. Farm Girl Dry Goods. It's beautiful. I should know that because she does the blue. It's like her signature. But look at how beautiful that fabric is. Man, Michelle Rudy, she does, I was showing you the back. She does a beautiful job on her fabrics. That's it. So those are my whips that I'm going to get back to as soon as I get caught up on my hometown sale. Okay, now we are on to your finishes, and then I believe we are done. All right, I had some wonderful stitchers send in their finished Teresa Kogut designs. So let's go over those now. The first one is from Kathleen Bowen, and she writes, I posted my Hello Halloween finish on Instagram and thought you might like to share it on your Flosstube channel. I did a partial from the main chart of the booklet from the Hello Halloween. She did the row of witches, and I just love my simple and inexpensive finish on a metal fall tin from Hobby Lobby. I loved how these witches turned out. Please see attached pictures. I stitched this on 32 count vintage country mocha, 2 threads over 2, and used the fabrics from your girlfriend's fabric line for my trim and for the covered buttons. Teresa Kogut all the way, LOL. Thank you so much for sharing all your many talents with the stitching and quilting community. I really appreciate it so much. Happy stitching, Kathleen Bowen. Look how cute. I like that she included the picture of the tin that she purchased so that you guys know what to look for. But how cute that that fits all the way on there. Next we have Patty Wyan, and she writes, good morning, Teresa. Hope you, Kevin, and your family are all doing well. As usual, you are very busy, loving all your new designs. I look forward to each Patreon chart each month, eager to see what you have in store for us in September. I wanted to share my finish of vintage cats from the Harvest book. Actually, that's from the Hello Halloween book. I used the called for DMC flosses. I stitched it on 28 count cloth that I dyed myself. It took me 5 days from start to finish. I found the frame at Goodwill and did not need to do anything extra to it. It was perfect for this piece, as the orange in the cat goes with the orange highlights in the frame. I thought of adding cording around it, but I like it just as it is. At first I was planning on doing a stand-up, but then I saw the designs on the cloth. I wanted to be able to highlight those. I have circled them in one of the pictures for you and hope you can see them. One is of a human skull, a horse skull, and a ghost. I did not do that intentionally when I dyed it and only noticed it when I started stitching it. My husband named the cloth Monster Warts. That's funny. My oldest grandson picked out this chart for me to stitch. He loves it. I will eventually be doing the other cat and the other charts as well. You are my favorite designer and I stitch mostly your charts, but I love them. I can't wait to see the October releases. Thank you for all you do and take care. Patty Wyan. This is Merritt Crawford. Hi Teresa, I wanted to share Miss Liberty with you. I thoroughly enjoyed stitching her and finished her this summer while at a retreat with 20 other Stitchy friends. I always love your book finish ideas and found the perfect book at our local library's basement bargain book sale. Say that 3 times fast. I also had the perfect trim to mimic her crown. Thank you for sharing your talents with us. Take care, Merritt. So Just Because is her probably her Instagram handle. Very cool. I love that trim. It really is cool. Thanks, ladies. Next we have Deborah Wick. Hi Teresa, I was watching your Flosstube today and have been really enjoying them. I see you were at Sauter Village last week and I missed it this year. I met you last year at the show. I saw where you share your email address, so I wanted to show you my Newcastle bouquet sampler. I think I shared it with you last year at the show, but here it is again. It definitely is one of my favorites. Thank you for all your beautiful designs. Take care, Debbie Wick from North Carolina. I love Newcastle bouquet. I never get tired of seeing that one finished. The colors are so pretty in that one. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate that. Next we have Sheila Engel. Just wanted to share my finish with you of Americana bouquet. I have been wanting to stitch it since the book came out. I found this old wooden piece in the basement of an old store last year in Virginia. I think they were just made for each other. And I agree. I agree. She stitched it on 40 count Dirty Old by Kanicki's Prims and Whims. Ooh, I like that fabric. Oh yeah, it fits that perfectly. I love it. Thanks for sharing that. Next we have Patty Wyan again. Look at her go. Hello Teresa, I'm back with another fully finished that I just completed. I stitched Egg Collector in April of 2024 and finished as a pillow today. I stitched it on 14 count Aida that I hand dyed myself. 2/1 using the called for DMC and Classic Colorworks threads. I love how it turned out big, but that's how I wanted it. That is so cool. Sarah Oliver sent in this sweet one. She said, hi Teresa, this is Sweet Run from your Hello Spring book. I stitched it on 32 count pink Lugana from my stash. I changed most of the floss colors so they would show up on the fabric. I bedazzled it with clear stones from Sherry's Crystals, used silver metallic trim from Michaels, added the fabric border from Kim Deal, and painted the frame white, which I bought at Michaels. The buttons are about 1,000,000 years old from previous cross-stitch projects. Love your designs, Sarah Oliver. Thank you, Sarah. Oh, little Sweet Run. I love it. So pretty. Thank you. And another one from Sarah. Hi, Teresa. This is my version of Home Sweet Home from your Hello Spring book. I stitched it on 28 count cashel linen. I changed most of the colors to match my decor. I wrapped and pinned the cross stitch on sticky board from Hobby Lobby. The Rick Rack is from Hobby Lobby. The fabric border is from my stash. I think it's Kim Deal, she said. And the frame I painted from Michaels. Oh, what a pretty finish. Very nice. Well, thank you ladies for sharing your finishes, not just with me, but with my audience, because don't we love that part of the video? I love sharing that. I think it's so fun. It's fun for them to be able to share their work, and it's also fun for you to see so that you can see how you can finish different things, how things look on different fabrics, different counts. It's all good. It's all good, people. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a giveaway. This was not in my plans, but I decided why not. This guy is about to kill us. And I say us, I mean my son, my husband, and my son's girlfriend. Sabrina we've been paying her to stuff patterns because this guy, we can't keep this in stock. So I really hope all of you that are buying this, number one, thank you so much, but I really hope that you are going to stitch it and finish it in this super adorable finish that I did not finish. That was done by Susan Coates. Thank the Lord for our finishers, right? But yeah, it is so cute. And I have another one, obviously not Halloween, but it's a different theme that is out being stitched from a model stitcher right now. And I am excited about it. It will be released in October. So anyways, for this one, this is called Pumpkin Pals. So mention pals, plural, P-A-L-S, in your comment if you want to be in on this drawing here for Pumpkin Pals. Then we have Thankful Receiver. So this sweet guy was just released. Oh my gosh, those plaid pants. His little drawers are just so cute. So for this one, if you want to be in the drawing for that, just put thankful in your comment. And then I'm giving away the big one. Hello Midnight. I just had to have this reprinted as well. So thank you so much. You guys just warm the cockles of my heart. I don't even know what that means, but I've heard people say that. But I so appreciate your support of my designs. I really, really do. Hello Midnight. I'm giving this away. So in your comment, please use the word midnight if you want to be in the drawing for this. This is a retail $30 book, and it is worth every penny because you're getting 8 designs. So if you bought all of those designs individually, you'd be spending 80 bucks, right? So for 30, you can have all 8, and they're all worth it. They're so sweet. Do you want to see them all? Okay, so we have Grow. I have the models here too, but we're not going to do that right now. Then we have artwork inside. But the first one in the book is We All Scream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Halloween. That cat just kills me. Love him. Then we have Jolly Pumpkin. A nice small finish on a Chantelle ornament. Then we have another very quirky one, kind of like Corny. Halloween, Trick or Treat Express. They just hitched a ride on that bunny to go trick-or-treating. In my new release video, I tell a whole story about it. So if you haven't watched that video, I will have it linked below so you can check it out. And then Creepy Things. All the creepy things are seen on the night of Halloween. I think there's a couple more. Yep. Our cover girl, Miracle Grow. I named it Miracle Grow because she planted what she thought was just pumpkin seeds, and she was using Miracle Grow on it, and guess what? They came out as jack-o'-lanterns with hats included. So that's a miracle, right? And then last but not least, we have, no, this isn't last. This is second to last. Dancing Halloween Cats. Look at the cats holding hands. Okay, I'm sorry. Cats holding paws. And then last in the book, which is a favorite that people have been messaging me about because they love Halloween Barn Owl. If you're not into Halloween, you can take off you can just make those pumpkins. You could put your initials in here, and up here you could put the year. Ah, love it. So anyway, say midnight in a comment and you'll be in on that drawing. So you guys, I never say this because everyone else says it, but I'm just gonna say it this time. You have to be 18 years old or older because I'm going to ask for your mailing address to send those to you. And don't say giveaway, free, prize, or anything like that in your comment. I know you guys have heard that a million times, but anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed our visit. I know I sure did. And don't forget, at the end, I'm going to have all of the rugs that I took pictures of at Sauter Village. I did not take pictures of every single rug because that's just too many. I basically took pictures of the ones that appealed to me. I like a more prim style, so like the bright colored rugs and things, I didn't take pictures of. They're beautiful too, but like I just wanted to show some because we don't have time to show all of them. Not to mention, if you want to see all of them, you gotta go to Sauter Village next year. You've just got to. It's a feast for the eyes. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, create every day. Bye.